Okay, I think this one's been a little bit more difficult to set up than usual, but I think I got it. It has warned me that it auto-saves. Whoop. No, don't quit the game. Okay, well, I was gonna admire the picture and stuff. I guess we're just gonna click on something. We've got Malice in Wonderland and Tome Alone. So, I guess this is where I try to defend an overdue library book while a couple of bandits try to rob the place. Let's do Malice. The chief has sent me to the Jones residence. Dooley is there with further details. Twin Lakes Police System, Volume 13. Detective McQueen closes cases by talking to characters and solving puzzles. Left-click to examine items or talk to characters. Left-click on inventory items for more information. Drag items into the scene to use. Drag items onto each other to combine. Right-click to skip dialogue. Oh dear, I need to be careful I don't do that. Hint, McQueen can sometimes wear items. There's another warning about autosaves. Alright. Seems to be trying to inform me that I can't take back actions once taken. Officer Dooley. Whoa, almost shot you there, detective. You shouldn't be sneaking around like that. Dooley, you watched me drive up. I had my siren on. You waved at me as I pulled in. I guess this place must have spooked me a little. So what happened here? Chief Scully just called me up and told me to get here ASAP. No details. She probably didn't give you details because she was afraid that the crap Mulder was saying was, well, it would probably sound crazy. 7-year-old kid Alice went missing a day ago. No sign of her leaving that. Is it really Alice in Wonderland? Did she really fall down a rabbit hole? Seems to be the kind of spooky the kind of case you're into, detective. Alright, let's get started. Our trusty squad car. No, let's get into there and see if there's anything we can use. Oh, no, really. Is there anything in the car? Gloves, a gun, a nightstick. Alright. Where is my inventory? After you, detective. You know, whenever standing in the rain stops being fun for you. Oh, like I trust anything. Officer Dooley, why is there a hobo dripping all over my carpet? That's Detective Francis McQueen, Mr. Jones. He's here to investigate. I see. Twin Lakes' finest, eh? I hope you don't smoke around your kid. Thankfully, detective, I'm rarely around my kid. Nice schooner. Dummy, that's not a schooner, it's a sailboat. A schooner is a sailboat, Dooley. How can I help you, detective? Tell me about Alice. I'll live with you, detective. I don't have many dealings with her. She has a limited conversation pool. She's 7. Exactly. A tedious age. So I leave that to the nanny. She's around here somewhere. Hope you didn't notice she was missing. I was out. How wonderful shady. Have you got an alibi? Where I was none of your business, detective. My taxes pay your salary. They also pay for the cell and questioning room. I'm going to have Dooley take you there. Take you to. Fine. Call this number. They'll vouch for me. Busty Bell's Booty Boutique. Huh, classy stuff. Ah, Bell's. Fine memories. I mean, where was he? A Bell's shop? What? Ah, there we go. Okay, so my inventory is just going to be displayed across the top. Now that I have matches, I can create fire. Now that I can create fire, I am unstoppable. There's no problem I can't solve. Oh, these folks must be millionaires. Let's take the hallway. So that's the living room? Yes, that's the living room. Not even a couch or a TV. Not much of a living room. One of those crystals is worth more than I get paid in a year. We could take one. You have passed the corruption test. Well done, detective. This reminds me of my own grandfather. Your grandfather was a clock? What? No, he had a clock. Shame. I thought I'd finally found out something interesting about you. What? I'm there. A blacklight bulb. Might as well take it. Now all we need is a disco ball, some white clothes, and fat beats. Then we'll have got ourselves a good night. Good night would be finding this kid. Why did I take the blacklight bulb, though? What reason? I just looked at it and went, blacklight bulb. For blacklighting things. I can't help but think this cheap blacklight would look out of place in their fancy chandelier. Well, that's not really the point. Locked. Maybe we should ask him for the key. I'd love to help, detective, but I seem to have misplaced the key. Oh, that's not suspicious as hell. Not at all. Oh, good, a phone. Well, I mean, I really should investigate the room, but let's check out the telephono. I better check Roy's alibi. What year is it? This is a rotary phone. Oh my gosh. Are we in the 80s? I think we're in the 80s. Hello? Is this Bell's? Busty Bell's Booty Boutique? Busty Bell's Bosom Bordello? Yes would have been enough. I'm a thorough woman. No question left unanswered. Oh, good. I have lots of questions. No desire left unfulfilled. No fantasy. I get the picture. Are you sure? I could send you one if you'd like. Couldn't say. Client confidentiality. Identities are concealed, sometimes in masks. This is a police matter, and you promised to answer all my questions. Frankie McQueen of the Darkside division? Yes? Tell Dooley I say hello. I'm glad this screen resolution doesn't let you make out that I'm blushing. Ah, my fourth wall. Stop attacking it. I let the other thing slide, but that's a step too far. Happy to help a friend of Dooley's. Yep, Roy Boy was here last night. Roy Boy? Some questions even a badge won't get answered. That's all I need to know for now. If you find yourself needing anything else, just pop on by. What an odd place for telephone. It's not an odd place. So we've got 2 rooms. I think this a place this fancy deserves something nicer than plastic flowers. We'll reach in and find the key. Come on, we know it's in there. Attic. I figure it's the kind of place where I just find stuff. A box marked Anne's Broken Dreams. Paint thinner fell when the shelf gave way. Not much left in it now. Might not be broken after all. I was thinking that. I hope this doesn't reveal somebody's attic, Shay. What? Oh, that doesn't look ominous at all. Make heavy enough to knock somebody out cold. Well, Dooley's standing right under it. I don't like the look of this, detective. I'd have gone with glowing green myself. It's creepier. Part of the wall looks washed out in places. Wonder what would happen if I redrew it. Alright. We need more ingredients. Dude, there's a door upstairs. There seems to be an evil doorway in your attic. Just as well you're here then. Go arrest it. It's trespassing. I'm sorry? You heard me, arrest it. I want to press full charges. Just nonchalantly unconcerned. Alright, let's see. With this, I doubt she's going to art school. This could be a drawing of our suspect. Really? Let's put out an APB then. No, Dooley, don't do that. Never seen a horse with 5 legs before. Well, you haven't been in this business long enough. It's not a time to worry about art, detective. Blacklight. This looks useful. Aha! I have all the pieces I need to go through the door. I don't have much use for a dozen pink... Well, how could anyone not have a use for a dozen pink socks? That's just weird. That's a rookie mistake. Oh no, not on my watch. Putting paint thinner on the child's art is a rookie mistake. I see. Why did the child have a blacklight marker to play with? Hey, maybe. I've played games that have been recommended to me before. Quite a few. Tell me where she is, bear. I'm only kidding. You don't know. You're only a bear. Stupid know-nothing bear. Hello, can I ask? Ah, my baby. Is there anything? You have to find her. Have you found her? Have you found my baby? Not yet, but I want us. If you find her, please find my baby. Okay. Haven't found the nanny yet. There's a lot of pink. I'd have run off too. What was that about spleen? What? I've got another game with tons of items that involve your spleen, for some reason. Let's see if we can find the key to the study in here. Oh good, the nanny. What are you doing in the master bedroom? I believe this is the same woman we spoke to. The stress of all this must have hit her hard. A likely story. A likely excuse for letting herself go. Alice and her mom look quite happy here. Seems impolite to go rifling around in somebody's drawers uninvited. What? Excuse me? Fine. Can you invite me to rifle through these drawers? She's spoiled and sticks her nose where it doesn't belong. But that's what having super rich parents will do to you, I guess. Jones's detective. Even though it ends with an S, you still have to pluralize it. Is now really the best time? It's always a good time for grammar. Anyway, answer the question. Long enough to harbor no ill will whatsoever. The very innocent nanny, yes. Do you have keys for the various rooms? I'm a nanny, not a maid. Right, but do you? Yes. May I have the key to the study then? Sure, but there's nothing incriminating there anyway. Sure, there's nothing incriminating there anyway. How do you know? What? Nothing. Not a thing. It's nothing to do with me. That's for sure. I was here the whole time. I'll get back to work and nothing else. She's a red herring. She's far too suspicious. A character. Looks like something's been kicked under here. No, it doesn't. It's a peculiar pattern from the Occult for Dummies book. I wonder where I've seen that before. For the last couple of days, oh my gosh, for what is it, 3 in a row, I explored other idle games. I have no idea if or when I'll get to Territory Idle. Not at this particular moment. Hey, yo. I guess not. Well, I got the key. Come on, game. Alright, now there's nothing incriminating in here, so let's just, pour paint thinner all over the painting. I don't like the painting, but I have no reason to ruin it. It's an oil lantern. Seems to have some oil left, too. Oh, good. Statue is ugly enough to be worth a lot of cash. That's a rookie mistake. I just love that when I'm used throwing paint thinner on stuff. Nice collection of books. It does suggest that they've not been looked at in some time. A shame. His magazine collection, jeez. This guy's obsessed with jugs. Uh-huh. Seems like a bad idea. Hey, there are only 2 seats in this house. Don't be daft, Dooley. Stop attacking my 4th wall. Leave it alone. It never did anything to you. You never trust a man who has too many books. That's what I say. How many books are too many? 6? And how many books do you own? I don't feel comfortable with this line of questioning. Alright. Paint thinner. Nah, I like boats too much. Okay, well that's a fair reason. Alright, well, I'm not entirely sure. You know, I gotta check one more thing. Do you know anything about evil doorways and occult rituals? Darn. Alright. Alright, seems I have everything I need. Let's get down to some spooky hijinks and redraw those missing symbols. Yo, how's it going, Ronnie? Well, I think I'll just put one of these here. And I think I'll put one of those there. And maybe I'll stick something like this here. Does that really qualify as a puzzle? Great! Maybe now's a good time to stop doing, well, anything really. Wonder if I can file for early retirement. Even I'm not foolish enough to go in there with no... Be more... Uh-oh! Lit? Should probably light this thing, you know, just in case. And then the paint thinner I can splash on this when I want to get back out. Okay, Dooley, let's do this. No offense, detective, but I'm not going anywhere near that creep fest. I'll, stand guard out here. Oh, hey, I found her. Box marked, baby's first cult robes. Old milk circa 1880. Why would anyone store that? Don't look in there, mister. That's where the 3-eyed rats hide. Hello, mister. Hey, kiddo. Are you gonna take me home? Yep. Good, I'm hungry, and the sounds from downstairs are scaring me. Yeah, let's get you out of here. Not so fast, detective. Uh-oh. Firearms. Where's my cop body? Where's Dooley? That idiot? I knocked him out. I can't have you snooping around anymore, so I'm gonna trap you here. At least take the girl. Oh, I intend to. I'm her legal guardian, after all. It's my job to look after her, especially if anything should happen to her parents. Say, for example, they're getting trapped in the Darkside's version of their bedroom. It's where they'd be now if Alice hadn't gotten into my stuff and stupidly trapped herself up here. I figured it'd be best to lay low until you had gone. I thought you'd have given up by now. Well, she had the page under her bed and she had the marker. No, wait, the page was under the bed in the master room, right? I'll go with this one. Interrogate. You have to admit it's a fairly perfect crime. It is, actually. It is? Okay. Most of the TLPD? Sadly, that's fair. Alice knows what you're up to. She's a smart... Don't say that! Don't do anything that would make her turn on the child. If she's so smart, she'll know to keep her mouth shut. Good point. I'll just have to get you to drag him in here with you. Come on. Have a taste of your own medicine. No. Well, that's that. Problem solvent. I should probably keep this formula for this door and a marker so I can always warp into Darksides or whatever. Come on, Alice, let's wake up Dooley so I can tell him my pun. Pretend it's the first time you heard it, okay? Okay, mister. So the kid got into the nanny's stuff and accidentally used it to trap herself in that creepy attic? The dark side, but that's a surprisingly succinct memory you got there, yes. Shame the nanny was certifiable. She was a looker. Dooley, she was dabbling in the dark arts, with a plan to trap innocent people in a parallel world, kidnap their kid, and steal all their cash. I said it was a shame, jeez. I wonder where the nanny got the occult books from anyway. That stuff is hard to find these days. A case for another day, I guess. First of all, I have to figure out what kind of paperwork covers this mess. And now they have to find a new magical nanny. Huh, that was surprisingly short. And straightforward. Dooley suggests we visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. So what's strange about the storm? Is it raining kittens? Oh. That's not very strange. And they have power problems, I see. And those books are getting wet. What are you doing? Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Case? No, I've got some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here. Ah, come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. The things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think, to get a car that doesn't leak in the rain? Keeps us fresh, sharp even. The statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was a library, this is where the mayor kept her lion collection. Alright, that clears that up. He's wet. You can tell. We'll be done in a jiffy. Fines for being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Can't we just come to some kind of arrangement? I thought that 6 books made... He wasn't comfortable with that line of questioning. Didn't strike me as a reader, but Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No. Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm and, you know, the ghosts. Ghosts what? A silent sigh. Is that your to-read pile? Oh, I've read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. The place is haunted, you know, the usual stuff. Usual. Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And, you say a kid is to blame? He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me. I'll look into it. Do it, or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or a questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this. Yeah, you don't want those guys. They'll blast around positronic particles everywhere, set half your library on fire. Nah, I got this. He had rules to rave to. Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us. And the law. What is it, and do we really need it? Hey, what happened to the library and reader privilege? Not really a thing, Brody. I take it you gave up on the law book. Not enough pictures. Guylight, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night, and he promises to take her, but the clocks went forward, and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting? Oh, sounds awful, Detective. Those burnouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. I mean, a reverse vampire could be interesting. They'd always be hopping into planes and trying to make sure that they're always on the sunny side of the planet. They could hang out in Alaska during the summers. But, hey, how's it going? I'm doing good. Let's pop into the office, shall we? See what we got here. Start by rating the office supplies. Never need to know when you cut something in half. Da-da-da-da. Excellent. Anything else? There's nothing else. Lamp! Even the lamp is flickering. I got this for Doris last time I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. That's amazing. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I think about it. That's the price of working out, I guess. It's a library. It's for people to illegally copy all the books they want. Not that I know about doing such illicit activities with a photocopier. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. Looks like some of these goats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. Yes, we should. You know, for evidence. A button? What? Go through the... I really enjoy the access to secret areas this job gets us. Staff only? Not on our watch. Alright, let's hit the most suspicious thing in the room. Oh. Computer's broken. It's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. I somehow don't believe you, Dooley. An old elevator? Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Horror. I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button, never mind this one. Oh, well, that's reception. Sci-fi and fantasy. Don't blink. I've seen statues before. I know not to blink at them. What odd leaves this plant has. That's just some dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. You know a lot about Doris. Don't turn your back on it either. Oh hey, I just saw a chess piece move. On its own even. How convenient. I would have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. Library card of this. One smug-faced Paul Conway. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of ye Darkside bailiff and his squire Dooley. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, until I found out they had to go into space. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off. That could be useful. What a great game, eh? Yeah. Funny looking drought pieces, though. Fantastic orbit. Downed in moonlight. Strangled by her own bra. What? Obit. What? Doctor Whom's thrilling adventures through grammar and structure. Hey, I'd read it. Space hike. Boldly going to places safely explored by others. How to woo a Wookiee. Mass defect. They came from space. They were brains. Brains from space. Space brains. Blasters, 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 and other space weapons. Intergalactic ballistics for cats. Astro trolls. I can't believe how many there were. The glum tales of the sad venturer. Who would read that? The library of books. Dragon ageism. The Witcher. Tales of an indecisive adventurer. Oh, it's a play on the words. It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute. Is Garrett supposed to be indecisive? Oh. Fantastic geese and where to find them. Oh, well, I guess we're done here. I guess we should go to the children's section. What about this one? The words are short, and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover. Oh, is this suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it, because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs here. Someday, I hope to get trapped outside of time in a library. Then I can read all the books without having to worry about time passing on me. Of course, I'll need the fountain of youth to pull it off, of course. Naturally. But it'd be great. Spend a few decades reread my favorite ones a few times. Human interaction is entirely superfluous. I don't know, it's overrated. While your parents don't love you, Anne and Barry face financial ruin. Little and Big Pooh save the day. Maybe it's your fault. What the hell kind of library is this? Little Billy and the Crushed Dreams. Baby's first hangover. Okay, I'm starting to see why your world is ridiculously haunted and weird. Actually, I think you're on the dark side. I think that door led to the light world. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? Well, I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. Can't argue with that logic. I've always loved trains and trams, not monorails, though. Thinking they're better than everyone just because they're up in the air. That's not what a monorail means. Nobody, not one person, need kids to be talking like there's somebody invisible with them. Who are you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who snitch. Modern media's making our job really hard. ABC, as easy as 4, 5, 6. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? It looks like the one that was at the other place. That's not right. Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. A Viewmaster, I loved these as a kid. I'll take this and see if I can find a good use. It's times like these that I miss walking the beat. Well, now I have to have slides for it. Hey, look, a vent. There's a cold draft coming from the vet. That can't be good for this kid's health. The dust is wrong under this. Makes me think he was moved recently. Vent, move dinosaur. Nope, not getting anything. Bad Baby incites a riot. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. Grumpy Chris hates to play. Learn to count to 107, the largest number known to science. A guide to baby safe shots. Daddy's little disappointment. I need one on elevator button repair. Professor Theodore Library, inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that is true. Do you have one brown coat you wear all the time, or is a wardrobe full of the same style? Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, hello, my name's Raxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. I guess that's why you're here too, detective. Sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff. On purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. I don't know if you find anything. Well, we've got internet now. So at the very least, it's the 90s. Yeah, it could be the 90s. You could still have a rotary phone in the 90s. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people? A fair point. You're messing with my sense of what year it is. Oh, microfilm room. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like Lyra's. Well, that's just because of the time monks. Anyone who's read Terry Pratchett knows that. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. You know what I mean. So ghost hunting, eh, detective? That's classified, 'cause there's a whole bunch of eerie mumbo-jumbo going on here. So you noticed then. I'm majoring in occult at TLU. You can do that? I thought all that stuff was banned. Somebody has to catalog and ban it all, detective. Right. It's all fairly hush-hush. So what does one study with occultism? Whatever you want. I went with computer science, so I wouldn't be studying too impractical subjects. Good call. From experience, I can tell you that the occult doesn't pay much. Holy crap, I can actually get in here. I thought it was going to be locked. Why would anyone have so many fillings that they needed a cabinet to store them in? It's radiating energy, like Roxa said. I think that may be a clue, possibly. But there's too much here to take. Even my pockets have limits. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. Let's see what I can find online. Looks like I'll need to figure out the password. The film is too big. It's a square peg, round hole situation. Well, crap. You wouldn't have another password, would ya? And it wasn't written in chalk over here. Hobby and do it yourself. Well, what do we got over here? Somebody seems to have less glue here. It's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Glue? What am I supposed to do? I guess I could glue the button in place? Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. Wait a minute. These are printouts of children's art. Look at Mr. Moneybags, his deep pockets. Rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works, this guy. Eesh. Looks like he's jumping. He'd jump too if somebody shoved a pole up your behind. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nethers sustainable. Things you can fill jam jars with. Volume 3. Whittling dice out of larger dice. Detective. The inspectioning. Investigate role-playing in the world of Darkside. Hardwood and where to find it. Alright, this is probably going to give me elevator button repair. How to do it yourself. What was that? Sorry, you said something. Here's one called Building Mediocre Mysteries by the Spooky Doorway team, whoever they are. The people who made this game, that too. Do it yourself, because you're too broke to pay someone else to do it. So your government is broken? By C. Guevara. The definitive guide to landscaping, from outside to downstairs. Alright. Something here. Something. I'm gonna go back down to the first floor. See if I can get more out of the receptionist. And give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. Doris, I need the password for my investigation, and I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized. So no. certain angle, it looks as if Dooley has crazy hair. Let's call that Plan B. Oh, jeez, I don't know what to do. Attack the floating book! I haven't been able to find any input. Ooh, you know what? There's an obvious thought. I wouldn't hand this to her just yet. I may need... Okay, well... Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I've got glue, scissors, button, library card, metal strip, Viewmaster. Not a lot of things it could be. It's a dinosaur that was moved. I really don't know. I'm missing something. Thought I'd been pretty thorough. Searched all the shelves. In the lift, can't you ask the cop to do it for you? What, in here? Nope, apparently not. Nope. I just want her to tell me if there's any film anywhere. Oh my gosh. There's gotta be something. Like, I feel like I just find one thing and this whole mess will unravel. Gluing, cutting, buttoning. Okay. I have no clue what I'm supposed to do. I have literally no idea. I may have to cheat. I think I might have to. I checked all the books on every shelf. We'll go through one more time each of these. Oops, no, stop clicking the wrong thing. There's a vent blowing cold air. What good is that? I just tried that. Library guard. Yep, it's cheating time. Let's see. We'll just wander through. Alright. One sec. Google, give me a clue. This is the risk you take when you play games like this. Alright. Darkside Detective, Tome Alone. Walkthrough. Yes, my ultimate power. Ah! No, go away. What is this? Hold on, I gotta find a different walkthrough. Here we go. Okay, librarian. Button, scissors, yes. A library card, metal strip, yes. Viewmaster, yes. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. Okay, get this. You ready? Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. Well, it fits. Let's see. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of the Twin Lakes' recent history. Ah, well. Spider moths, do it again. Do it again. Sounds like it's some kind of winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at City Library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeletal staff. I know Dolores is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. Yep, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, down, left, right, BA. I always used to push start and select also. Was a kid. So, should have read that aloud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were a ritual meant to show the dead that walk among us. I remember this kid. What the? Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? Aliester Crowley. I am that which can never be unseen, the ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. So, it seems like you got some Darkwing Duck on ya. Alright, that's not very helpful, if I'm honest. Help is for those that know how to take it. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I, don't rightly know. Right. But I do know that the coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others? The others. Detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to... You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. What's all that again? Yeah. Secret room, mad power within. We cool, bro? We're cool. Oh, hello. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. Another one? Whoops, misclick. No, get back in there. Another? Yeah, another spirit, yes. Then with your question you have answered my own. Huh? Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? The very same. I knew he lurked here, but somewhere. He mentioned a hidden room? Yes, but on that matter I shall say no more. Not until the beast is gone. I just want... Not one more word, sir. Not one word more. Well, we gotta go find the kid and see what ghost he's hanging with. Oh, hey, look. Are you an author too? I didn't recognize you. Aye, but not like yon toffs with your literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff, like house wiring and how to do your own plumbing. Think you could fix the elevator? With right gear, I could, aye. I just need a new button, mind. What's this for? Could you use this button to fix the elevator? I can, but won't do nothing. Needs to be conductive to make the circuit work. This should make the button conductive. Da-da-da-da. Is this button to replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it'll do the job. Just with a few minutes to pop it in place. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. It were fun doing something useful again. They're entirely too good at interacting with the physical world for my tastes. Oh, look at this. Oh, hey, I was just talking about you, Mr. Pratchett. Hey, big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Oh. I've read your detective books. Wonderfully over the top. Doggone it. It doesn't lock your mouse within the game screen, so it's easy to click off when I'm trying to reach to the side and click on the edge. I think you should read this one. I read this one and thought it was good. What's it about? It's a story about a kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. Can you see the ghosts too, kiddo? Ghosts? What nonsense are you filling his head with, detective? I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them, because before they came, the place was empty. Just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the mostest, dreadfulest books ever written. I fear I find myself the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters, the lot of them. The kid? No, he's charming. I mean the others. Occultists, horror writers, and do-it-yourself fanatics. Horrors, the lot of them. Haven't seen the person whose library card this is yet. Well, only one thing to do now. Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. Yeah. Just a sign. Horror. Looks like you can get to the roof through here. Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out of the storm. Yeah, climbing the side of a building in the rain is... well, it's not my favorite hobby. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur if you ever catch one. Hey, there's a stuffed dinosaur downstairs. The Internet and Other Fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellum. The MMO Accountancy. Be the fictional banker you always knew you were. Hey, I mean, if you got really good at MMOs, manipulating money, you could then sell that game money for real money. It's one way to make a living. That's a heck of a view of the city. I can't see anything through this Viewmaster. I won't tell anyone if you want to take it off. I will, but not just yet. You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. It's not very nice. I mean, he has quoted as going, he had written his Poe. He was wondering if he would ever write his own fiction that would be its own distinct thing. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror, at best spooky pulp. That's not what he thought of Poe at all. Your best works aren't even written by you, charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. You're an infuriating man. From Axes to Zero Oxygen, a murderer's primer. He's behind you. Animal allotment. Stephen Dukes, the ankle biters. Bemoaners from beyond the grave. Alibi soup. The butler did it. I don't think he ever has. I've never read a mystery where he has. Alright, I through J. It kills! Just quit. Jaguar wounds. An illustrated story. A guide to journaling your own death. I touched its face. Jobs you're not good enough for. Okay. Well, there are candles. This is one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard. Yeah, I know. You'd have to replace the candles all the time when they run out. Stabfest 6. Everywhere. Snakes! Tomorrow the world implodes. Scary Books. Volume 4. The Trundling. What's going on over here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blyton woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense! I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. He's being such a child. I'm clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my atheistic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Right, I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started, I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here. And not a peep. Well, let's see. I've got glue, I've got an old library card, and somebody's got his book. I met your friend Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment him. He says you wandered into that room you mentioned. I do! I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. You could just go through walls and find the room that way. Why not use the computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. Alright, maybe I can find some kind of workaround. Please. Just stay here and don't do anything. So you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How'd you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? Me? No, I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. Well, that's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worrying about somebody would hack and steal her unpublished fan fiction. But I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please. Is it up, up, down, down, left, right, BA? Let's see what we can find online. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. Oh, we can't actually use it. Okay. Okay, set it up so you'll be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is cleaner now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd have used. Come again, sir? Never mind, just don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest. So what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There's a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open a secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all this? Intuition? No problem. Happy to help a man of the law break it. What do you need to look up anyway? Best not to talk about it. I just hope it doesn't show up on the library's usage bill. Oh my gosh. There are more shelves than I realized. Holy crap, there's a ton more books here. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. Huh? If you're looking for the Lovecraft section, a bit too godless for my tastes. Huh. I wonder if the missing book is the one Bleaton took. Alright, we gotta read all of them. We have to. I must know. Calvin ate a cop. Did you kill them? I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you too. You were out last time. Very dark places. An illustrated guide. The Compendium of Inept Deaths. Oh, you mean the Darwin Awards. Let's see what we got down here. The Fast Car Killers. The Followers. Erroneous Castrations? The Diary of Evelyn Snokes, the Girl Who Chokes. They've gone to buy poison. I think my favorite horror title that I've ever seen was The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie. Well, it's murder mystery, not horror, but you know. Those seem to be mixed in with these two. Gasp! How they all died. My goodness, he's dead. Henry Hamfish, the Punch to Death champion of 1934. A biography. Haunted place. Alright. Doggone it. I can't read the books in that one, okay. Murder. ninja zombies, and other terrible crossovers. Morals? No thanks. Never look in the fridge. Madman kills a person. No, don't do it. Nanny nightmare. Map to murder. The pain giver. Places to die in. Places to not die in. It's important to always keep in mind what places you're not supposed to die in, so you don't make a mess for other people. The origami massacres. The pain giver. The quirky killings. The rash that wouldn't clear. Quickly hide. The revenger. Quay 666. Okay. The underwhelmer. Vivian's hatchet. Vet's revenge. Where's Waldo's body? Okay, that one's brilliant. Vanity kills. And finally, they yearn for blood. X marks the victim. Unzip the body bag. The yogurt vat drownings. Zesty recipes for evidence disposal. Why is the window on the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. Can't argue with that. There's those two play chess. Can you... let's see... Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightening book. I took his book in the hopes that it would stop their arguing. It seems it just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Scary books. Scary books. What about these? No. The book the kid was reading. Alright, let's try that. No. I've got glue and a library card. Already gone through all the shelves. Where else could there be a scarier book? We've got glue and an old library card. The book cart was really my best guess. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help you. Dooley, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. Bet you wish you'd let me make that deal now, huh? I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. Like this one? Yes, like this one. Oh, good. But not this one. It's not yours. That's not even your face on it. Feels like I'm back in kindergarten art class. I really don't want to put my face on here, but I really need a picture of myself. Things I do for this job. Don't do that. This guy's been sticking his butt on that for ages. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. Oh, well then, here you go, Paul. Paul, my name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card. Paul, Paul, Paul. Trashy novel. Oh, right, the reverse vampire. Even holding it makes me ill. Is this my book? No, it's not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah, 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 reverse vampire, blah, 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 love story. It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me the shivers. Do you agree that it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed. Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Oh, they're gone. Back to finding the book that opens the lever, I guess. Alright. Give me that. Got them to agree on the scariest book. Can you give me that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Ah, you ruined the kid's illusion, detective. You have your rotten book. Now leave me alone. Alright, let's finish this. Here's nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise. Well, there's the hidden door Eats and Crowley we're talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. Seriously. I was about to comment on that myself. What is all this? Magica, Aleister Crowley's guide to the popular wizard game. The Gnostic's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts. Rituals for modern witchuals. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Well, read up. It seems like it's important to your job. The Necronomicon, a cyclopean cookbook. Oops, no. 101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpet. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. I don't know, I think you want that brief history. With mastery of time magic, you can get back all the time you spent learning about time magic. It's great. A guide for syncing your coven with the moon. Hold on. No, you. I think I hate my job. These wires seem to run to the roof. The roof that we have a window that leads to. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be opening to the Summoned Spirits page. Maybe I close it, this whole mess will sort itself out? It seems to be charged with faulty wiring. Wonder where it goes. What a strange thing to find here. Normal library fare, this. The periodic table of secret magic elements. The bumper catalog of magical components. This one's just squiggles. I can't make anything useful out of it. The definitive guide to demon identification. Loving your coven. Occultists for nuns. What are you doing here? Yeah, Mary, what are you doing here? Like the moth to the flame, I am drawn to the Eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. About rough. Health and safety reasons. What do you have to say about this? Alas, poor Yorick. Don't try to get all cultured with me. Yeah, don't throw Shakespeare at me. What? No, Yorick was an intern here last summer. I wondered what had happened to him. Impossible. It's hidden behind a complex locking mechanism. Well, I got in, as did somebody else, and they tampered with the books. Impossible. They must have found another way in. Nobody could crack that system. That already... Impossible! I need the key. I need the key to get to the roof. Clearly, I'm supposed to go to the roof. I can't think of a single use for a skull. Wait, I got one more idea. This was moved. It's been bothering me. No. The vent's bothering me. No, there's no way. It's just... I got nothing. I'm out of ideas. I'm completely out of ideas. I might have to cheat again. Killed in Taiwan. I don't know. Alright, well, oh wait, what's this? Crawl space! Small hole. I don't fit, but maybe we could drop something down to see where it lands. Oh, thank goodness. Now I need to find out where it lands. Hopefully I haven't caused any damage. Why did I do that? I'm randomly gonna find the key somehow, right? Should have ended up there, but it didn't. Well, then it landed here where the bear is. Dinosaur, no? What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring, and I found all these neat new books. But the first one I read was scary, so I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I like them, because now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker, arrest him! Breaking and entering. Into your room of illegal books. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only get rid of the ghosts, and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. He can join me in the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dib tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great. Back to the task at hand. We need to stop the energy flowing into the building and into that book. You'll have to get the lightning conductor on the roof. Why do you have a lightning conductor on your roof? Is that standard library equipment these days? But it's raining outside. Well, now you'll give me the stupid roof key. Shouldn't I, burn all the forbidden books or something? I mean, the Necronomicon was in there. All kinds of Blood Wolf things. I already started reading about them. Skulking in bushes, wiretapping, reading, alien binary. You'll fit right in. You dropped a skull on me. Through you. You'll pay for this. I'll send goblins around to poke you in your sleep. I'll have the pixies steal your mail. I'll get brownies to expletive on your lawn. Okay, lady. Whatever you say. I mean, I deal in the occult, so I can probably handle a few angry fae. And I hoped it wouldn't come to this. I suppose I've already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. Well, that wiring with a secret room, and it leads to the roof. This is why I end up with overdue fees. Every time I bring back a book, I end up on the roof in the rain. Who wouldn't want to avoid that? What? I get up to adventures when you're not around, you know? I know. I don't just cease to be because Frankie McQueen's having a night in. Darkside detective. It should have been called the occult officer. I'm gonna climb the ladder now. Probably for the best. Do you need me all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. How come so much of our work is done at night and in the rain? Energy seems to be coming from here, but it's too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a light show. So what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible? Looks like the circuit's connected the book downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break the circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. How do I interact? Oh, it's... I see. Alright. Alright, there. We've shut that down for the moment. Okay, there's only one thing wrong with this. You to go up there. All right. There you go. Alright? Alright. Ugh, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. Is this where the other shoe drops? We still don't know why there's a baseball cap here. Seriously, there's a hat here. Trunk's filled, Detective. Though I don't see why we had to take all the books. Dooley, they're contraband. Heavy contraband. We've an agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business sans haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Fine. Come on, Dooley, let's go back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devin. Why was there a baseball cap? Well. So we've got 4 more case files in the future. The next one will be the Disorient Express. I wonder if that's what I'll get up to tomorrow. I have no idea. All I know is that's it for today, so until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.